Gus, a solid point on the road on Tuesday. How do you look back at that one?
Yeah, I think it was a good point. I think we were very good actually. We've just assessed it there in the meeting, and there's so many good things. Like I think everyone saw in the stadium just that final kind of piece that was missing, which we're most disappointed about, because I think it was a real rounded performance. I think it had everything. We dominated the game in large spells. I think we created loads of chances. It weren't just one outstanding chance, we had loads of chances. So that's probably what annoyed us the most, that we just didn't get the 3 points, but still very happy with it.
You were back in the team, of course. How pleasing was that to be back involved?
Yeah, very much so. I think it's been a week. It's been a difficult kind of week, because it's frustrating not getting sent off for something that you didn't do. But at the same time, it is football. So sometimes you've got to flip a negative into a positive. It's given me a week rest where some of the lads haven't had that. So now I've got to use that and hopefully give some more energy come Saturday.
Yeah, you've got to take the positives out of it, haven't you? You've now had a little bit of a break going into the final few games of this really busy run we're in.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's kind of it. Like, I wasn't happy that I was missing out with the boys, because I think we're a tight group, and I didn't feel like it's not nice not being there for them or letting them have only 1 or 2 subs like against Maidenhead. So yeah, it's nice to have a rest, especially kind of playing wing back. You get through a lot of work, so it's nice to get that under the belt now and hopefully kick on.
And we go to Rochdale on Saturday, a team who've just come down from League Two. What sort of game are you expecting there? Yeah,
they're a good side. You know, it's an away from home. If we perform like we did Tuesday, we'll be more than happy, and I think we'll believe that we can go and pick 3 points up. But like we said, our expectations, we keep them within the building. We know what we need to go and do every game, and hopefully we can go and pick some points up.
We saw the connection between fans and players again on Tuesday night, and I'm sure it'll be a really good following again on Saturday. Just how good has that support been this season? Yeah, they're superb. I think a number of times we've said it, that the connection between the players and the fans has been a real tight bond. I think you see a lot of fans say it's been the best since for a long time since we've been here. And yeah, they get us for a lot of games as well. Sometimes we feel a little bit leggy or fatigued, especially at home and away, and they get going, so it's a massive plus for us.
Gus, what are you like watching from the sidelines? I know you obviously didn't want to be, and you shouldn't have been probably, but are you okay? Is it nice to have a different perspective on the match and kind of pick things apart, or are you just itching to actually make have an effect on the game? Yeah,
I'm not great watching it, to be fair. I'd rather definitely be out there for sure. But nah, it's one of them. Before the game, I try and get around the boys, help them out as much as we can. But yeah, I don't like watching games of football, to be fair.
Ian Henderson is still turning out for Rochdale at the age of 38 now, I think he is. He's got 5 goals this season as well. Is that something that you take some inspiration from, and can you see yourself playing on for that long?
Well, when I look at JD and him on Tuesday, and he keeps telling us, he goes, I don't know if I'll be able to play, and he's bombing on in the 90th minute, that gives me inspiration, to be fair. So I don't know Ian Henderson, but if anyone's still playing at 38, then fair play to him. But obviously JD in the building is a big plus for that, and he shows it every day training and obviously in games.
And just on the Rochdale game again, another side that have recently come down from the Football League, they'll be hoping to get up as soon as possible, but you've got similar form so far this season, so I suppose this is kind of match where you want to challenge yourself and prove how good you are.
Yeah, no, I think we know what we've got in here. You know, there's crazy things that are going on around the building and outside the building, but we just make sure that we do what we do, like what the gaffer, Benno and Daz tell us to do. We make sure we try and do it, and we know expectations. We're just trying to make sure we pick points up and come home with something.
How hard was that red card to deal with? Because it must be quite a strange one when it genuinely isn't you.
Yeah, no, it was really frustrating, because on the pitch it was one of them of, I want to show that it weren't me, but at the same time you can't do anything about it, and you know it's upsetting, because when it's not you, it's hard to kind of tell everyone that it ain't you, but it happens. And you know, like I said, I use it as a week's rest now. I try and flip negatives into positives, and that's what I try and do now with that.
Yeah, it's the manager's 100th game as Southend head coach this weekend. How big has he been for this club and for you guys?
Yeah, I think he speaks volumes, and you know, I think if he wasn't for him in the building, I don't think you'd see a side like this. I think many fans could probably appreciate the side that he puts out week in, week out, with his hands tied behind his back for large spells of his management time. So I think you're not going to get many hard 100 games as a manager. That just shows how good they are, and the boys appreciate them every day.
First time in a long time we've had some new signings, so it's a long awaited. Do they still have to sing?
Yeah,
Can you remember doing that?
They'll be singing, don't worry about that. We've been trying to squeeze anyone out to sing. David Martin, we've been trying to get him to sing for weeks, but he wouldn't do it, so now they've signed on for sure. Rochdale away, we'll be getting him singing for sure.